Hey everyone, my name's Chris Lambert. On this channel, we talk Kanye West, and DJ Khaled surprised everybody when he released the track list for God Did, which just came out 22 minutes ago, and it included Use This Gospel Remix. This is a song that we had heard about for a couple years, as Ye tweeted out in 2020 a thank you to Eminem for recording on the remix that Dre was doing, as Dr. Dre was doing a Jesus is King 2 remix version of the album, and this was a song that people have been anticipating for years, and it finally came out. And if you want to know what I think about it, I think it's stupid. I hated it. I did not enjoy it. I did not like it. Let me gather myself. I don't want to go like too hard because I did just listen to it a few times through, and I have a lot of, very hot take thoughts, but Dre's production is just like reaching into a bucket of sounds, taking them out and throwing them into the song to see what sticks. There's an epic quality to it, but it's very much the opposite approach. A lot of Jesus is King, a lot of like post Life of Pablo Ye was Ye really stripping out a lot of sounds. People talk about Yeezus as a minimalist album, or The Life of Pablo has a lot of minimalism elements to it in terms of just song length and kind of deconstructing the typical version of an album, having like 3 to 4 minute songs. We have a lot of 2-minute songs. A lot of thoughts are expressed very quickly on The Life of Pablo. But Ye, Kids See Ghosts, and Jesus is King were Ye really stripping down his albums and his songs. And Jesus is King has a lot of atmosphere that we see Ye go even further on when he made Donda. Like, so many songs on Donda are stripped down, atmospheric, have a lot of space. You listen to any song on Donda, any song on Jesus is King, and then listen to Use This Gospel Remix. And Use This Gospel Remix is just chaos, madness. It's just all these sounds blocking each other out, building on each other. Like the most peaceful parts are the parts from the original song. That's just Ye doing the and once I start, I can't stop. And then the chorus is just still like pretty. Ye's vocals are very forward, but by the time you get to Eminem doing Eminem's thing and Dre doing Dre's thing, the two are in such dynamic opposition as Dre's production buries Eminem's vocals. Eminem almost sounds like he's talking through one of those speakers that change your voice into a robot sound. It's just his vocals are fighting just to get a little bit of attention and focus, and they're just buried this whole time between these blocks of sounds that are just kind of erupting all around. And then Eminem's verse, lyrically, it's fine, right? There's some clever things. He's on topic. He's really talking religion and God, and it fits the theme of Use This Gospel. You can see him being like, I'm holding on, but I don't know if I can take it much longer. So when you have Ye saying like, use this gospel for protection, and Eminem's smart enough and a good enough lyricist to set up immediately this inciting action of, I can't hold on much longer. Will anything be able to help me? Will anyone or anything help me make it to the next day? And then it's like, yeah, I'm going to put all my trust and faith in you, Father. And he elaborates from there. So he has this nice setup for what he's going to then talk about. And he explores a topic the whole time. Which is really good and something that a lot of featured artists don't typically do. They're like, "What's the song about?" "Oh, it's about your mom." "All right, I'm gonna rap about some rims." And you're like, "Well, okay." But at least they bring some energy, This verse, though, the thing that bothers me about it is that M's using the same staccato flow that I've heard him use, I think, 1,000 times since 2010. When did Recovery come out? It's like the same flow from Recovery over and over and over again. I'm holding on, but I don't know if I can't do it, but wave for them in your face and then come in extra straight, and that's why they make them rectangular. I can't do Eminem's flow. I'm not a rapper. I'm a talker. I'm not a rapper. I'm a talker. But I can't do Eminem's flow, but you know the flow. You've heard the flow. You've heard this exact same flow. And that gets frustrating because it's like he's saying a lot of good stuff, but it's being delivered in the same way that I've heard him deliver so many things over the years. So I'm not getting anything from Eminem that I want to get from Eminem. And while there's like good rapping, it's essentially Eminem 101 at this point. And there's nothing really in terms of like bars that are extra like, oh, look what M did. Nothing like Eminem's verse on Forever. Like that verse on Forever, it doesn't matter if he's using the same flow or not because the bars are just so good. These aren't those. These are not those. So it's like you're getting exactly what you'd expect from intro to Eminem. You're getting Dr. Dre, I guess, in like an experimental phase and just being like, I'm going to go fully on vibe and not anything else. I'm just going to, let my raw feelings make it into the music. I just watched David Lynch's Inland Empire, which I thought was going to be this amazing, like climactic 3-hour movie. It's the last movie David Lynch has ever made. And it's David Lynch really saying like F you to Hollywood and not doing any of the normal things that a movie should do, especially by a filmmaker that's as acclaimed as David Lynch, especially after Mulholland Drive. Mulholland Drive is a trippy, weird movie, but it still kind of plays by some of Hollywood's rules. Inland Empire does not, and it's madness, and I hated it. And this is Dr. Dre's Inland Empire. I don't know if anyone else will make that claim. I don't think you're going to be opening up some like review of this song and somebody's going to be like, I think this is Dr. Dre's Inland Empire and mean it as a criticism. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I think this is madness and not Dre bringing his best to the table to the point where I understand why Ye wouldn't release this song, why he would hear this and be like, cool. Thank you all very much. I'm going to put this in the vault, not the vault, but, we'll release it when we release it and just giving it to Khaled. Painful. I found this like legitimately painful and to the point where I may never, ever listen to it again. The fact that it's something that for so long I wanted to hear and now it's finally here and turns out I could have gone the rest of my life never hearing it and that would have been okay. But, knowing is 99% of the battle. Now I know. I've heard it. I know I don't have to build up. We were just making a video where we were talking like, oh, is this going to have Law of Attraction? Is this going to have Ye's Law of Attraction verse? No, fool. No, not at all. Not even... I mean, a little bit, since the Use This Gospel verse is like a revamp of the Law of Attraction verse. So a little bit. Saying not even a little bit would be a lie, but wow. And then what like people like inside info, people were saying that it's Ye's verse from another song is going to be on the song. We don't even get a Ye verse. It's just the same thing we've heard from Kanye. I didn't even talk about that. It's just Kanye doing his typical thing that we heard on the other song. So it's like, we're not getting anything new from Ye. We're getting decent Eminem lyrics, but nothing that's like groundbreaking lyricism, and then we're getting a typical M flow, and it's like the most randomized Dr. Dre, like to the point where I'm not even sure Dr. Dre did the production, and maybe I'm just really like upsetting somebody that did do the production where they're like, man, that kid dunked on me. That stupid guy dunked on me, at which point I'm sorry, and Dre, I'm also sorry, but Dre, you know what this is. Man. Yeah, okay. So, that's my reaction to that. I'm just in disbelief. I don't know what I expected. Oh, the one last thing that, I don't know, maybe the people putting the lyrics together, I don't know what they're hearing, what they're writing. Maybe it's a typo, but I was reading through the lyrics being like, okay, is there anything that I really want to talk about? Anything here that like I should jump on and be like, look at this. And I'm just reading the Chamber of Commerce line is just one of those things where, oh no, I don't want to, no. The Chamber of Commerce line is just something where it's just like, one of those things that Eminem fans, and Ye has them all the time too. Like Ye has the thing that people that hate on Ye lyrics are like, what about that one? And Kanye fans are like, well, that's tongue in cheek. That's good fun. Well, he's just like having a good time. He likes to make cheesy lines sometimes. Or you have me that'll make a whole ass podcast with Travis about it. So I'm not trying to say we're not guilty of the same thing, but this is the kind of line that Eminem critics will point out and be like, roll your eyes at the comparison you can make on that promise, like the Chamber of Commerce, because promissory notes and like all of that financial stuff and Chamber of Commerce not letting that go. So there's like cleverness there, but it's just because it's clever, just because it works, is it good? Is it necessary? But getting to this, so my savior, I call him to rescue me from these depths of despair, which it's depths, the like depth perception, depths of despair, the depths of despair, not depths of despair. That just made me laugh. Anyway, I'm blessed like the sneezes. All right, let's never talk about this song ever again.